Hi guys, so the Right Honourable Gentleman from the 19th century, Jacob Rees-Mogg, was interviewed by GB News about Boris Johnson. So Mogg was asked about the Prime Minister and those who plotted against him. As we know, Rishi Sunak and Sajid Javid were the first two ministers to resign. I believe they resigned within hours of each other. This triggered the House of Cards to eventually collapse. But while you may think that Rishi Sunak, who campaigned for Brexit, voted for it and still thinks it's a wonderful idea, is a Brexiteer, Jacob Rees-Mogg seems to think otherwise. Have a listen to this.
What do you think then was Boris's demise?
Oh, there are all sorts of reasons. I think part of the reason has to be Brexit. There are still a lot of people who resent the fact we left the European Union. And therefore, to bring down the standard bearer of Brexit was a triumph for them. And you had people like Lord Heseltine and Lord Denis saying no Boris, no Brexit. And I think they really thought that. And I very much hope it's not true, that I think we've taken a risk.
I'm not sure what he's talking about here when he says a risk. But he mentioned two individuals here who are not members of Boris Johnson's party in the House of Commons. They're not members of cabinet. So how the heck were they responsible for bringing down Boris Johnson? This is really grasping at straws here, trying to find some way to blame Remainers for Boris Johnson's eventual demise. No, you can't do that. It was his own party that brought him down, not Remainers, not people on the outside.
The establishment of the Conservative Party, I mean, look where the Cameron establishment are, other than Philip, actually, eccentrically. They're all with Rishi.
So he's trying to suggest here that members of David Cameron's establishment or his administration are backing Rishi Sunak, and because David Cameron was a Remainer, that means that Rishi Sunak is a Remainer? Is he that desperate? He's trying to shoehorn Brexit in here. Look, this has nothing to do with Brexit, because Rishi Sunak campaigned for Brexit, Boris Johnson campaigned for Brexit. Both of them, as far as I know, voted for Brexit, and both of them still think Brexit is a wonderful idea. If both of them are on the same page when it comes to Brexit, you can't say that it's somehow a Cameron-led administration pulling the strings on Rishi Sunak, or pulling Rishi Sunak's strings, or whatever way you want to put it. That doesn't fly. These people are supporting Rishi Sunak because they support policies that he is going to stand behind. They don't trust Liz Truss because they don't believe she would be able to win a general election, for example. There are a number of reasons why some of them are supporting Truss over Sunak and Sunak over Truss.
So the Cameron establishment never really warmed to Boris for all sorts of reasons.
But the Thatcher supporters are also with Rishi, aren't they? He's got Howard, he's got Lawson, and Peter Lilly.
Michael Howard was a great backer of David Cameron.
Indeed, that's true. That's true, but they were in Thatcher's cabinet.
Prepared him for the leadership, and William Hague, who was obviously Cameron's...
But not everyone who was a backer of Cameron was a supporter of Remain. No, some of them said, yes, I support remaining in the European Union, and then after became Brexiteers. So how do we know what they actually truly believed? Look at Liz Truss. What did Liz Truss truly believe back in 2016? I was under the impression that she supported remaining in the European Union. She gave pretty good speeches about how leaving the European Union would damage trade, for example, and she was proven right. And now she's doing a complete and utter U-turn. This attempt to blame Boris Johnson's fall on Remainers is absurd. And of course Jacob Rees-Mogg knows that. But he's desperate. He has to blame Remainers in some way. And he's choosing people who are not members of Boris Johnson's government or cabinet or party at the moment, and someone who's a Labour peer. And people who used to be part of David Cameron's administration. Those are the people that brought down Boris Johnson. No, Boris Johnson was brought down by his own people, the people he put in charge. They saw that he was a weight on the party. He had finished serving his purpose, and they wanted him out. They were ambitious. They are ambitious, and they want him gone. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.